Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video, another month, another set. Here's the first of the 20s, Blazing, Perdition, and in fact, this will be Global's anniversary set, so I will also be covering what JP got to celebrate another anniversary. As usual, this video will follow our three-part structure, starting with a brief overview of the events, then highlighting some key units, and lastly, finishing up with some hindsight in the competitive scene. So without further ado, let's get started. Set 19 for JP was the month of July. Before I proceed, here's my obligatory statement that this video is mostly an informed or educated guess based on the JP experience, and most of the contents here are not 100% confirmed for Global, but as we usually do, you can mostly expect it to be similar if not the same. Alright, moving on, as you can see there are quite a few events to cover, so let's keep going. So let's actually start with the 1.5 year anniversary, what I expect from it, since for JP this was actually set 19, but for Global we're celebrating this for set 20. Let's see what we can dissect and kind of expect. So for JP, they had a lot of stuff going on, including guaranteed and double character fight drops. They got VP multipliers, they had friend fight week, they had a rank fight week. There's a lot of stuff going on, so I don't expect Global to copy it one-to-one. But generally speaking, I guess what to expect is there might be a couple events, and stay tuned and follow the social media for more information. For the festival, they gave out these Aichi Festival badges, and it's really similar to the Sparkings that we had before, like the Aichi medals or like the triple rare medals or whatever you want to call them. You can exchange for triple rares or double rares, but unfortunately it is only up to set 17. So that's the end of the Link Sugar season. In addition, you can also choose to exchange these medals for these character sleeves. So there's 26 different types of mini character sleeves. I'm personally really excited to use them. Not really impactful for the game, but some aesthetics and changes would be nice. In addition, there are login bonuses. So for the first day, you get the emblem. For the third day, you get the banner, and the sixth day, you get the sleeves. So that's quite nice. And of course, there's other ways to earn these Aichi Festival badges too. In addition, past season events are going to be re-released. The story is all for free, but if you want to purchase the purchasables, you will have to spend some gems. So I hope if you missed some, then you have some gems saved up. Fight skins are going to cost 1,500 each. Home skins are going to cost 500 each. My room characters are 1,000 each, and sleeves are 250 gems each. So not cheap, but if you missed them, I guess this is the chance. So for those who kind of skipped events, maybe complete them. They're not too difficult, and definitely a nice change of pace. And lastly, JP also had these special tournaments to kind of celebrate this anniversary. I think generally speaking, JP does have these monthly kind of events. Global really doesn't, which is a shame. You have to go to the community events. But one thing that they really did that I really kind of like checking out the results for was they went back to every single set, starting from Catastrophic Outbreak, and they made these set specific tournaments. So maybe Global could do something like this. I don't know, but if you're interested in tournaments and all that, make sure to check out, communities like MKWA, Korang. They do tournaments from time to time, and I participate as well, and it's fun. Win some packs maybe, have a good time. So let's actually go back to the set. Set 20, Blazing Perdition, features Link Joker, Kagero, Genesis, Bermuda Triangle, and Aqua Force. And while JP did not have any bonuses for rolling this gacha, it does coincide with Global's 1.5 year anniversary. So I'd expect something similar to their triple rare and double rare exchange, as I just mentioned, which could definitely help. In addition, there is the second tower event coming to, set 20. This time we're featuring the Stoichea's Magnolia. So your clans like Great Nature or Aqua Force can kind of play these units. How it works is largely the same, or basically the same as last time, except the units that you will exchange is different. Units from set 20 will be providing a boost, so be sure to utilize that well and share your decks and whatnot. Previous units from the old event, the overdress units can be purchasable as well. but at a much steeper cost of 2 times. So make sure you buy everything in one go in the first run, so you don't have to spend more the second time around. And if you want to get more information about the units and my thoughts on what potential synergies and potential uses of these units, go check out the video. You can find it in my channel. Clan events this month, we will get the Murakumo and Spike Brother events. So this is the clan event, Team Kyo and Shingo. This is definitely a much better event than the Neo Nectar one, even though it is an exchange clan event like Neo Nectar's. It is dual clans, so you can just kind of focus on one, and it definitely does make it a lot more, I guess, friendly. For the ranked rewards, we have Link Joker featured this month. First of all, we have Photon, Season 38, Usurper of Courage. The sleeves include Photon and Garnet Star Dragon, and of course, you have Photon's alt art for Legend 10, 20, 30, and 50. And for the second half of the month, we have Garnet Star Dragon, Season 39, the end of the unapproachable underworld. And sleeves include Whirlwind Dragon, the 12k beater, and Vortex Dragon Newt for Kagero. And of course, the rank reward is Garnet Star Dragon. For the exchange, Global put this out a month early, but this is actually for October. Basically, besides the return of Fromage, Battle Sister Fromage for OTT, and Shore Shield Dragon for Link Joker, we also have a new Legion unit, Hafnium. So it's the Legion leader of the 12k beater for LJ, and you also have alt art for them, so that's quite nice. In terms of the VML shop, we have Miwa for Kagero and Sarah for Neo Nectar, Granblue, and Link Joker. So Sarah is a quite value pick because it's a rare skin playable in 3 different clans. So if you care about that, go pick them up, And one more thing is that we have the Sentinel Metal Shop Exchange update. So of course with the set we have 3 Neo Sentinels for Genesis, Kagero, and Aqua Force. So you can pick these up if you want, and of course if you have these already, it's mats. These will all be version 2 PGs, meaning Genesis is one of, if not the only clan without the option of a non-element break PG, which is a shame. And last but not least, Rone got a buff, and this buff is quite big because it's now Vanguard Circle, Rigor Circle, which means it's possibly a pretty solid ride target. And if you're wondering how important this is, well, stay tuned till the end because this is quite big. So next up, we have my personal favorite segment, key cards to look out for. Again, I'm not going to mention every single unit from the set. You can go check out the database and the wiki or whatever yourself. But I'm going to highlight a few cards, I think around 2 to 3 units per clan, so you have a gist of what is viable or relevant and what could be valuable in the long run. So starting off with, I personally think is the winner of the set, Kagero with Perdition Dragon, Vortex Dragon Newt. This card is pretty crazy. On Legion, Camelast 2, discard a card with the same name as your Vanguard. Retire 2 of your opponent's grade 2 or less rearguards, and if your opponent has 4 or less damage, deal 1 damage and ignore all trigger effects from that damage check. So I think this is great. It's once per turn, but it doesn't require you to activate it the moment you Legion. It's as long as you're in Legion, you can do this. Dealing 1 damage and nullifying the trigger could be quite huge, especially since in 0 you can't really guard, well, not yet. And retiring 2 of your opponent's grade 2 or less basically means sniping out those intercepts, and that's quite feisty. In addition, you also have Perdition Dragon Pain Laser Dragon, which is a backup Legion, which says when Legion, Camelast 1, choose 1 of your opponent's rearguards and retire all of your opponent's rearguards in the same column. Really solid. And you have Perdition Dragon Menace Laser Dragon, which does something similar when place Camelast 2 to retire 1 of your opponent's rearguards in the same column. It could be arguably a better or worse Berserk Dragon. It's better because it could retire anything. It's worse because, you have to play in the same column. But what I'll say is that it doesn't require a Perdition or anything, so it's definitely a very flexible alternative if you don't have one Berserk Dragon. So if there's one thing to say, definitely Kagero is a menace, and Vortex Dragon Newt is very spicy. Tied, personally, a tie would be Bermuda Triangle. And if you asked me to rank them before set 20 came out for JP, I don't think I would say Bermuda is meta, but the fact of the matter is it is. Dual Falling Heart Victoria is one of the 2 good legions, amazing legions that kind of make the deck amazing. When this unit legions, return a card from your circle outside other than the Vanguard circle to your hand, and if that card is a dual, add a card with the same name as that unit from your deck to your hand. So search for anything, maybe a PG would be nice, maybe another beater would be amazing, maybe another legion to legion the next turn would be great. You could do whatever you want with it. You're bouncing the circle, so Link Joker that comes out from the same set kind of feels bad, man. In addition, you have Nemuel, which is another legion. This one kind of does the same thing, except it's counterblast 2, and when your rearguard is returned from your hand, if you're in legion, to add 2 cards with the same name as that unit from your deck to your hand, and it gets an extra crit. In addition, if you have 3 cards in your hand with the same name as your Vanguard, countercharge 2. So some may argue Nemuel is better. I think it's quite conditional. Victoria is free. Nemuel definitely gives you the crit pressure, and also, it's quite solid, countercharging as well. And lastly, we have Quaincy. So rearguard circle when this unit is returned to your hand. Soul Blast 1 to Counterblast 1 to draw 1 card, and most importantly, resist. So you can stick this on the board. I think Bermuda just came out in such a great timing. Bouncing circles instead of units beats out Link Joker, and resist just beats out Kagero. So it feels really, really good. In addition, with the Rone buff, makes the deck so consistent. It's amazing. Definitely don't count them out. Next up, I have Link Joker as third. The Invaders are striking back, and as the rank rewards for the month, I think these units are definitely quite intriguing. When Legion, discarding a Star Vader lets you lock 1 of each from the front row and the back row, so this is kind of like Infinite Zero. Doesn't cost Counterblast though, which is quite nice. In addition, you have Photon, which says on place, if your Vanguard is a Star Vader, Counterblast 2 to lock 1 of your opponent's rear guards. Imaginary Plane Dragon, which is a Legion, and when this unit legions, Counterblast 2, discard a Star Vader and lock 1 of your opponent's rear guards for each Star Vader in your center column, so you can lock at least 2 up to 3 when you legion. And lastly, we have Sulfur, which is a pseudo Omega Locker. Rearguard circle at the start of your turn, Counterblast 1, put this into your soul to lock 1 of your opponent's rear guards that was unlocked during your opponent's last end phase. So you do have a grade 1 variant, but what Sulfur gives you is, another 4 copies if you want to, which is quite nice. So, this sets Link Joker, they do what they know best, locking your opponent out of victory, and this is the way to go. So, it's quite solid. Again, don't underestimate them. Next up, we have Genesis again. So this time with Witches, Mint, lets you get power, get power, and Soul Charge and get power. And Cardamon I think is a valuable piece. Witch of White Rabbits is basically a chamomile. Witch of Ravens, I keep messing up that name. But in the soul, when this unit is put into your drop zone, if your Vanguard's a Witch, Counterblast 1, call this card out and give it +4, so it's a 13k. Superior Caller, could be a multi-attacker. And you also have Witch of Eagles Fennel, which legions at the end of the battle. This unit attack the Vanguard during the turn at Legion. Soul Blast 3 to check top 5 and add 2 Witch cards to your hand. Which cards do you want? Maybe it's a PG, maybe it's another Legion. Again, there's a lot of possibilities, and you do have some witches from previous sets, like Witch of Ravens. So you have a lot of potential combos to kind of play around with. So it's a bit bland for my taste. Maybe it's just because I haven't played them yet, but for sure they can stir up some trouble, as witches do. And lastly, we have Aqua Force with Tetra Burst Dragon. 4th attack or more, Counterblast 1, draw 1, get 5k and a crit. You have Milos, Blue Storm Marine General Milos, which says rearguard circle once per turn. At the end of this battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. If you are in Legion, stand this and it gets -5k. So it's kind of like a Tidal Assault, but it has resist, which is quite nice. And the other one is Blue Storm Marine General ENS. Rearguard circle when this unit attack hits the Vanguard. If it's the 3rd battle or more that turn, draw a card, which is alright, I guess. So personally, honestly, Aquas are too busy in the water, trying to make a splash. But unfortunately, the only thing they're getting is a participation trophy. I love Aqua Force myself, but honestly, just skip this set of support. Just wait for G. So lastly, let's talk about some tournament results and see how the units from this set performs. So this is the July Cup, early set 20, July 7th. What do we see here is that Kagero is really popular already at 24%. Bermuda and Link Joker is right around the corner at 8%-ish. And, you know, Golds and Shadows still popular. They're still really good, honestly, as I mentioned last set. But you can see that Kagero is dominating, and the other two are not far behind. For the Championship 2021 Summer, we see a little shift. So this is late set 20. Bermuda actually more popular than Kagero, but honestly they're really close. Spike Brothers also had their clan event, and they're always a popular pick. But yeah, 16% representation, pretty good, honestly. Especially since you need so much old support. Unlike Shadows or Golds, you know, it's much harder to build, and so it definitely shows something. Next up we have August 21st. So this is late set 21. So this is the next set after set 20, and this is the Championship 2021 Summer. You have Kagero back on top, and Link Joker and Bermuda again around 10%. So of course, you know, Link Joker and Kagero did get support in set 21, which we'll cover next month. But honestly, if you have the stuff from this set, it definitely really helps, and it goes to show that these clans are worth investing in because, well, they're still performing with some support from the next set. And I was looking at the comments last video, and some people were wondering or asking for some lists. So here we go. So these are the lists from the champion of the Championship 2021 Summer, which is the most recent tournament. So you will see some units that you're not familiar with, but generally speaking, the core will be similar to what you expect. Bermuda here, everything up to set 20. You see the 2 new Legions, you see Pacifica, you see the 4 Ronades, which is amazing. Very consistent deck, really amazing. For Kagero here, as we highlighted as well, Perdition. This build brings the Great and Neoflame, which are the rank rewards for set 21. So honestly, with this set support, with some old stuff like Striken, you're good to go. You're good to go. You have your Dragon Newts, you have your Dauntless, which was a rank reward. Overlord was a rank reward. And yeah, I think it's really solid. Here's another list. This is the runner-up. So Shadows from set 19, Narukami is set 18 and 21. But Kagero again tops. Again, we see the Great, we see Dragon Newt, we see all the kind of stuff that you expect or saw from this set. So honestly, what I'm trying to say is, even though these lists are not really, you know, purely set 20, well, for Kagero at least, mostly the same, mostly what you get from set 20, you're just gonna splash a few more units, rank rewards even, and you're good to go and on top of championship. So there you go. And lastly, two more recent tournaments. So this is September 9th. This was the Kai's birthday tournament. So Kagero still on top, and Link Joker is also not far behind. And here's another one. This is the Championship 2021 final stage, direct something, September 12th. So this is kind of like almost less than a week ago. Narukami, a little bit more popular. I think that's the consensus, that Narukami is probably the best deck. But Kagero, again, not fall behind. And Bermuda, again, shows up at 15%. So, you know, honestly, Bermuda, Kagero carrying the set. Link Joker also really solid. We see some tops here and there. So yeah, so that's basically the video. Hopefully, all 3 sections provide you value and some insights into the new set. And again, while I try to reflect everything that went on in JP, the global experience, you know, probably isn't one-to-one exactly. You know, most obviously, we're getting the anniversary of this set instead of last set, so that's something to consider. Another thing is that, you know, I've taken some liberties to shift things around. So it's not 100% representation of the global set 20 experience, but it's close enough, honestly. Every single time, if you go back to the set 19, you know, I'd say 80%, 90%. I think that's a passing grade. So yeah, let me know down below which clan you're most hyped for this set. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. More than 50% of you are not subscribed. So if you want to help out, subscribe. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye.